Hey, how's it going, Tatiana? My name is Jack here with Rocket Ship SEO. I want to go ahead and do this video analysis for you and basically go over exactly what I can see as a search marketer in terms of where your SEO is and where we need to be to start getting you ranked and found for the kind of keywords that we want to go after to start bringing you a lot more inquiries and people that are looking for software development and that kind of thing. All right, so without further ado, let me go ahead and get started. The first thing I'm going to do actually is I'm going to use a tool called Ahrefs. Ahrefs allows search marketers like myself to look at the metrics of a site and see kind of exactly where your site is and where we need to be in terms of your SEO. So pulling this site up right now, what I can see right off the bat is that there is a lot of competition for this keyword. The reason that I can know that is actually I did some homework before this, but I also know that you have some backlinks and referring domains, and it's not anywhere near enough to get you the organic traffic that you're looking for. Also, just kind of knowing kind of the software and app development kind of industry and knowing kind of the SEO that's involved to get those sites ranked, I know that it is quite competitive to get you ranked and found for those kinds of keywords. It's not impossible, but it is definitely something that's a lot harder than trying to rank maybe even for like a local business, right? And so the reason that I can tell that there hasn't been a lot of SEO work done on the site right off the bat is that you only have 4 referring domains on 8 backlinks linking back to your site. And this is going to be an issue for getting you found on Google because you need to have a lot of authority on your site. And Google looks at the number of referring domains and backlinks to see how much authority you have on your site, because authority basically has a huge part in basically determining why one website should rank a lot higher than another website for the keyword you want to rank for, as well as how quickly you get there once you have your authority established. And so you'll see right now, the fact that you have 4 referring domains on 8 backlinks, it just doesn't have enough authority to your site. In case you didn't know what a referring domain or a backlink is, it's basically any website out there on the internet that links back to your website by hyperlink. So if there's a website out there, for example, that's called the softwaredevelopmentblog.com, and they make a new blog post and they say, hey, if you're looking for the best software development company, check out Tavo-tech.com, and then there'd be a link that links back to your website. And so just in the fact that another website is hyperlinking back to your website gets credit for that website. And so basically you want a lot of these websites out there on the internet that links back to your website, because it shows Google that you're a trustworthy website and you're an authoritative website, because you have a lot of other websites linking back to your website and saying, hey, go check out this website, hey, check out this company, right? It's basically referring visitors to you. And so the fact that you have 4 referring domains, 2 live, basically means that there's 2 websites that are linking back 3 times back to your site. And we need to definitely increase that number to at least 200 to 300 referring domains on about 1,000 to 3,000 backlinks to help establish the authority and get you ranked for the keywords that we want to go after. All right. Now, obviously, there's a lot more to SEO than what I just mentioned, but this is a big part of it, and I wanted to make sure that you at least understood that, because that's one of the big glaring things that I could see right off the bat when I looked at your site from our tool here. And so right now I hopped over to our organic keywords tab. It allows me to basically see what kind of keywords you currently rank for. And you'll see down the list, you'll see a bunch of Unity, which is obviously the development, specifically I believe for game development platform that people use. And you're ranking for a lot of these keywords because you have a lot of pages that actually talk about that kind of thing in your blog. Now you'll notice that the kind of keywords that we really want to go after are things that have to do with custom software developments, all right? So when someone's looking for someone to help build a software for them for either their business or their own like game, that kind of thing that they want to do, that's the kind of keyword that they're going to type into, right? Along with things like game development, web development, mobile development, right? And so that's the kind of keywords that you want to go after and be able to rank for, but you'll see that you actually don't rank for those kinds of keywords. 1, because you don't have enough authority to your site, and 2, because Google doesn't understand what kind of keywords you actually want to rank for. And so Google can recognize, you know, you have this text right here, web development and mobile development, you have those pages there, but we need to make sure that Google understands a little bit more, and over and over again when Google's bots and crawlers crawl through the site, that yes, this is the site that wants to rank for custom software development, game development, mobile development. And yes, this is the kind of content that we have our site hashed around so that Google can pick up on those metrics and signals and understand that these are the kind of keywords that we want to go after. All right, so obviously that comes into our on-page SEO efforts as well as our off-page SEO. And obviously that would be our role, just like how you guys are experts in app development and software development. We're obviously experts in SEO and understanding what it takes to make sure that Google can find you for the keywords you want to rank for and making sure that you actually get found front and center for those kind of keywords. All right. So I pulled up some of the keywords that you actually might want to go after in our Keywords Explorer tool. Basically allows me to see what kind of keywords are out there, some of the metrics behind those keywords as well. And so you'll see custom software development is obviously definitely a keyword that we want to go after with 1,400 searches per month. Estimated. This actually tends to be less than what it actually is, but it's a good ballpark and estimate. And obviously there's a bunch of other keywords down the list that have very similar kinds of things, right? So custom software development company, custom software development services. So obviously it doesn't get as many searches as this keyword. And so you might think, hey, you know what, the keyword best custom software development companies might actually get a ton of searches per month, but it turns out it only gets 10 searches per month. And so you're much better off trying to go after a more searched keyword like custom software development company or custom software development than something like that kind of keyword. And so obviously the way that we go about doing our SEO when we were to tackle a new SEO campaign is to actually start off with doing our keyword research and making sure that it's a methodological approach where we make sure that we do it basically on data-driven purposes and making sure that we pull up the metrics behind the specific keywords and go after the most optimal keyword set that actually has search volume that's based on tools and search query rather than just kind of guesstimating and figuring out maybe this might be a good keyword to go after, maybe this might be a good keyword to go after, right? And so that's kind of how we go about doing that. And so I also typed in mobile development, and you'll see right here mobile app development actually gets a ton of searches at 8,900 searches per month, mobile application development, mobile development, and just kind of going down the line. So you can always pause the video, and so you can see kind of the metrics behind some of these keywords. But obviously, like I said, we want to make sure that we optimize and grab the most optimal keyword set that actually pertains and are relative to the niche and service that you provide, and then making sure that they actually have the decent search volume. All right, as well as being buyer intent keywords. So basically, you don't want to go after something like I noticed on this one right here, custom software development agreement, because that's not necessarily a buyer intent keyword, right? They might just literally just be looking for an agreement and they've already found a custom software development company. Or maybe they are trying to start a own custom software development company and they're trying to find a agreement that they can copy and kind of build there as a blueprint, right? And the last thing I typed in was game development. You'll see game development software, Unity, Android game development jobs. And yeah, and so this might actually not be the best kind of keyword to go after from what I can see right off the bat, is because these have to do with jobs, developments of software. So it's not necessarily people that are looking for someone to help develop games for them. It's more just like people that are actually looking for jobs and software to create their own games. And so now, I did a very rudimentary search. I typed in game development, I typed in software development, or mobile development, and see what kind of keywords that I could pull up. But if I were to type in all kinds of other keywords, which is what I would do, I would take the time before to tackle this project on officially, I would type in all kinds of keywords. Maybe things like game software company, company that makes games, those kinds of things, and enter all kinds of keywords into this tool, as well as a few other tools that we use, and really come up with the most optimal keyword set that actually have to pertain, because people have all kinds of different vocabulary and they type in different ways into Google, and Google, believe it or not, basically determines, even if you have like the word game development company and game development are considered two separate keywords and queries, and we need to make sure that we figure out all the different kinds of keywords. And so you'll see right here, even the parent topic, if I were to click on this, it goes into its own branch of keywords, and you can just kind of keep on going down and do this for hours and hours and hours and find the most optimal keyword set. All right, so I'll wrap it up here. I think the site looks great. It has everything on here. I really like this backdrop video that you did, your latest projects showcasing what you've done, your expertise and what you do, and your testimonials. So everything you have is on here is great. You're looking for projects and expertise, and so you even have your call outs, which are perfect. And And now it's just a matter of just getting our SEO together and getting this going so that you can start getting found front and center for the keywords that we want to go after. All right. So appreciate it, Tatiana. I hope you at the very least you got some insight out of this. And if you're interested, we'd love to talk to you further about how we could be able to help, talk about our pricing and how we'd be going about tackling our project, maybe discussing kind of what you're looking for from us and making sure that that aligns with what we're looking to do so that everything makes sense and we come up with a plan of attack for the next 3-6 year down the line on what kind of keywords that we want to go after and making sure that you get found for those kind of keywords. All right. Appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day and week, and look forward to talking to you soon. Thank you.